Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trendscenter App. This is the best tool for sports betting research. Okay. On the Trendscenter App, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years, explore thousands of existing trends and systems from the top betting experts. Choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when these systems have games. Download the app for free using the link in our description and get a free 2-week premium trial using the code TFTM. The normal free trial is 3 days. Kind of a big deal. Upgrade your sports betting research today. Okay, let's get into the show. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's Three for the Money. New episode every Thursday. And it's the conference finals. It's conference finals time. We got the Celtics who have already moved on. Very unfortunate for Chris's Pacers. We have we have the Mavs and the Timberwolves still duking it out. They're playing a game tonight. As well as
tomorrow.
The Stars and is it tomorrow? Okay.
Well, it's tonight for the listeners.
Thursday tonight when it's that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday
and tonight is Oilers Stars game 4 in Edmonton. Big swing game. If Edmonton wants a chance, they got to win this game. Obviously, but I haven't kept up with the Rangers and the Panthers series at all. I know that one's been kind of crazy. But before we go into that, let's say hi to the boys. It looks like Sean disappeared a little bit. So
I'm good.
Chris,
I'm good.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
Chris,
wait, what's happening?
How you doing?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm all right. The Pacers just found new ways to break my heart seemingly every game, all 4 games. So that sucks. The Reds are a travesty, but that's nothing new. Gambling's going all right. The heater might be kind of slowing down, unfortunately, but all good things must come to an end. So overall, I'm not doing great.
That's okay. It's all about the friends we made along the way, and also the money.
I suppose.
John, how are you doing? I know you're responsibly retired, but now that you're 30, is there any wisdom you can pass down onto us?
I have no more wisdom than when I was in my 20s than I do right now. So, no.
All right. Thought maybe a switch happened there, but
no.
I don't know.
Are you hoping for Sean to have a midlife crisis?
No, just some wisdom. We're all turning 30 at some point.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. Back to sports. Sports are happening. Pacers got swept. It seemed like, they were in the series, like pretty consistently.
Yeah, they choked away 3 of the 4 games they lost. They just fell apart in the 4th quarter. I saw a thing. It was of the 3 of the 4 games that they lost, they had at least a 90% win probability, like halfway through the 4th quarter, and they got swept. I saw a tweet that said, "The Pacers are like 10 minutes of the worst basketball you've ever seen away from being up 3-1, and they got swept.
Whoa.
I don't know what it was. Literally, like, every game when it got down to be like, oh shit, are they going to do it this time? They just forgot how to play basketball. It was truly impressive how they just kept finding ways to fuck it up. But when they were ahead they're ahead with like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter in game 4, I was like, they're going to lose. they have no hope.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit comparable to how the Lakers were pretty much leading every single game that they lost against the Nuggets in the first round. But it wasn't like they choked. It was more like the Nuggets like rolled out of bed.
Yeah. No, this was choking. Like game 1, terrible inbound pass, and then Jaylen Brown hits the corner 3 overtime. Carlisle should have called the timeout to advance the ball on the inbound pass, but whatever. And in game 3, they were up by like 20 going into the fourth quarter and lost. And then game 4, I mean, they're up by 5 with a few minutes left and just fell apart. Like, it was everything that they were doing right just completely reversed itself. Like, nobody can make shots. Nembhard, who was playing lights out all game, just bricked 2 wide open threes and then got stuffed on a layup. It was pain. Every game was pain. And
Did you go into the series with any like amount of hope?
No, but
were you hopeful that you'd win a game after game 1?
After game 1, yeah, I was like, we'll win a game in Indy, but
yeah,
and then but I didn't see, like, if they got swept and like a normal, like, just they lose by 10 every game, like, you know what, whatever. Celtics were far and away the better team, and still Celtics were far and away the better team, but god damn it. Like, it was the worst every night.
Yeah.
And like texting my father, who's the reason I'm a Pacers fan, it was just like, what are we doing? Like, why do we do this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
like, I was, when I was keeping up with the games, I was like, it was like almost every game except game 2, I think, the one where they lost by like 11 or 13. It was the only game that they lost by double digits.
Only game.
Every other game, they were right there in it.
Mm-hmm. And that one, they got Halliburton got hurt in game 2. And that's kind of the reason they pulled away. But even in game 2. But even in game 3 and 4, like, they were right there without him, and that's honestly made it way worse. Like, Halliburton dresses ridiculous, so it's like I'm getting my soul crushed by role players essentially, and then you got Tyrese Halliburton on the bench dressed like a lesbian librarian. Is just the worst. Like, he just wears.
I think you can just call them librarians.
I guess, but
we already know that they're lesbians.
No, but he was dressed like a lesbian. He was wearing just like these, like, game 3. He was wearing this bright yellow sweater and these little like oval glasses. It was just the worst.
Yeah.
And then
I think most NBA players are like LARPing, which is, live action role playing.
Of course.
Like, they are just LARPing in real life, but like they can't do it when, they do their job. So like they're confined by their uniform.
Just dress like a normal person. For like, wear a hoodie.
That's been a thing in the NBA since I was a kid, and it's always pissed me off, and I'm just ugh. I don't
and
know.
I have no
It's
problem with guys dressing weird.
no,
if the
yeah.
Pacers had won or even like lost by 20, I wouldn't have cared. But it's like I'm watching just like guys who are not like traditionally like household name basketball players, except for like a couple that the Pacers have, just choke games away, and then your best player is over there in like these ridiculous sweaters and glasses. I'm like, why does he fucking dress like that? Like it doesn't bother you until you're already pissed off.
Yeah.
And that's really the only sport that kind of does that. Like they're really
Some
the only
NFL
ones.
players.
Some NFL, Cam Newton, obviously,
Well,
but
yeah.
like but like the Cam Newton effect is like league wide for the NBA.
Oh,
It's like we have to dress as not normal as possible in pre-game interviews, and especially in post-game interviews, and especially when you're hurt and sitting on the sideline. You have to. They always just have to stand out. They're peacocking. They're peacocking. That's what
honestly,
they're doing.
that is it. Yeah, I saw this may be a reason why NBA players dress like that. But I saw this was a few years ago. Jared Allen got hurt. He played for the Cavs. He got hurt, and he was in street clothes on the bench, and he was just like in a Adidas hoodie or whatever, and like joggers. And people were like, "What the fuck is he wearing?" I'm like, he looks like a person.
He looks comfortable.
Not like someone going to the Met Gala.
Yeah, I think
So
the weirdness kind of is amplified really when it's only you that looks like someone who goes to the Met Gala and everyone else is in, you know,
like normal clothes.
yeah, like jerseys and
Yeah.
like warm-ups. It's so weird. I get like going into the stadium, but once you're like kind of on the state on the bench, you're hurt. Don't be a distraction, Just you're there to watch and be supportive. You're not there to, hey, look at me. Like no one's there to look at you. Like
He was, and this is nothing against, like, this is not Halliburton specific. Every player who's hurt does this. He was sitting like in the middle of the bench, not like at the very end or like up with the coaches. Even he was like right in the middle. I'm like, what? I could get you want to hang out with your boys, but you're not. Come on.
I support hanging out with the boys, but
they're at work. You're just chilling.
yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, if I was at work and you guys were just sitting around wearing some ridiculous costume, I'd be like, you got to get out of here. Like,
exactly.
You have to leave.
That is they're doing a job, and you're just sitting there like, all right, boys, like let's go. I'd be like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Go sit down there.
Yeah. So, but Celtics are winning the whole thing, right?
Probably.
I mean, they're minus 225 right now.
Yeah. I want the Mavs to win. I think that'd be funny.
It'd be funny that Mark Cuban sold the team the season that they won.
Oh,
that
I
would
forgot
be funny.
He did sell the team.
That would be funny.
I think it'd be funny for Kyrie to just come back to Boston and when he actually cares about basketball and ball out.
Yeah. I think that Boston really has had probably the easiest road to go to the finals.
Oh, yeah.
If we want to get into that, like round 1, Giannis is injured.
That was Jimmy Butler. That was the Pacers. Pacers.
Oh. Right.
They played the Heat. The Celtics played the Heat.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
But Jimmy Butler was hurt, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Jimmy Butler, he got injured. And then they played the Knicks, and the Knicks are not very good.
Cavs.
Like, they have Jalen Brunson.
Cavs.
Cavs? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Again, the Pacers played the Knicks.
Jesus Christ, Will. I don't watch basketball. God. Maybe I should think about my words before I say them.
But the Cavs also had two of their best players. Like Jared Allen didn't play the entire series, and then Mitchell was out game 4 and 5, I think.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty easy to say that the Celtics have had a pretty easy time in the finals. So it seems like the West is kind of like rock'em sock'em, see who makes it.
Yeah.
So that's just the way I see it. But then again, I also don't really watch the NBA, as we can tell from this conversation. But yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
I mean, you got all the names. You got. I mean, you know who's on those teams at least.
Yeah.
Like you just
Yeah.
can't get the matchups.
Yeah.
You said you know all the names. Yeah, like you know who the Knicks are and like the Celtics.
Yeah.
I know who's playing for those teams.
Well, he
Some of
knew
the players.
He knew who was hurt and who wasn't available, and
That's true.
So, just saying.
It's hump day. Give me a break. Moving on. Chris, do we have a little AFL update?
Yes, actually, there is a little bit of news. Some funny, two bad and funny. Not really bad, but just typical AFL shenanigans, and then like a wild ending to one game. So we'll get into the shenanigans first. Both controversies, if you will, center around the Oregon Black Bears. Before the season, it was announced that a University of Oregon alum, or maybe not alum, I don't know if he graduated, former Oregon football player, Kayvon Thibodeau, or Thibodeau, whatever you pronounce it, was part owner of the Oregon Black Bears. He came out this week and said that was never the case. He had nothing to do with the team, didn't even really know about them until like weeks prior. So that was just a bold-faced lie told by whoever. I don't even know who like made that public. It was probably former Commissioner Hutton, but I have no idea. But hilarious. And then earlier this week, the Oregon Black Bears announced this like partnership they have with, I believe it's called Huddle. And I had to look into what Huddle was, and it's like a digital wallet ticket app / like kind of social media thing. So it's like, okay, it's like a ticketing partner, more or less. They do not have any games listed on their schedule to buy tickets for. So I don't, yeah. Like I went on their website and it was week 1, the Washington Wolfpack. Week 2, some other fucking team. Week 3, Washington Wolfpack again. Next 3 weeks, TBD. So whenever they have a game, check them out on Huddle, I guess.
Check the sketty.
But yeah, because like I saw someone on Twitter was like, they don't have any home games listed on their website. And I was like, that can't be true. And not only do they not have any home games, they have no games listed on their website. So,
well, Jeff needs to get on top of this.
Hey, I'm sure he's trying his hardest. They announced a new president, whatever that means. I have no idea who he is. But so yeah, we'll get into the wild ending of a game. The Albany Firebirds were playing it's like West Texas Storm, I believe they're called. And West Texas was up 10 with seconds left. Albany scores, and apparently in the AFL, you have 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and 4 point conversions. Didn't know about the 4 point. So they go for 4, obviously. I think you have to go from like the 10 or the 15, and they get it. So it's tied with like 2 seconds left. And so they kick off, and the returner catches it. And there's no touchbacks, apparently, in the AFL. So, like, he just kind of got, like, I think the ball bounced off the net, which is in play, and he turned around and just got crushed. And it was a safety. And Albany scored 12 points in, like, 10 seconds to remain undefeated. It was pretty wild. I saw the highlights. I'll share it with the class afterwards. But it was pretty wild.
The Nashville Cats play the Albany Firebirds this weekend.
They do. Squad
just
up.
putting that out there.
Want to form a posse?
Just putting it out there.
But yeah, it was. And another thing, the Rapid City Marshals. I believe we discussed them last week. One of the teams who is folding, on the brink of folding. I don't know. They played a game with like half their roster because the rest of them are sitting out, and they brought in like some scrubs to take their place. They got smoked by someone. I don't remember who it was, but they lost like 76-20.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, just your typical shenanigans.
Well, I'm looking at the Nashville Cats schedule, and so this week for week 6, for June 1st, they play the Albany Firebirds. Week 7 away, TBD.
Just know it's not here.
Yes, it's not in Nashville, so whatever.
Someone else is using the building that day.
Yeah. Week 8, back at home, playing the Oregon Black Bears. Lame name, by the way.
I think it's kind of cool.
Nashville Cats Block Party presented by Temptations Cat Food. Just a little FYI. That's actually all of their block parties are presented by Temptations Cat Food, which is hilarious. Do they just like give out free cat food at these events? Or?
Super tight.
Yeah.
Most of these things are like, like Bud Light or some sort of beer company. No, cat food.
Fucking cat food. And then week 9, the last away game, TBD. So
they're going somewhere.
They're going. They might. I don't know. Like they might not even play. Like
it wouldn't. The Cats and the Firebirds are like, and there's a couple other teams, but the Cats and the Firebirds are like the flagship teams for this league. So
good.
Like, they have to play.
Yeah, we need a strong fan base.
Which they do. I saw a picture of their last game. It was sold out. I think it's like maybe a couple of people, but still.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
I thought there'd be like maybe 100 people go to these things.
Why is it so hard to just run an arena football league so people from your surrounding area can just come and just get absolutely buckled with the boys?
I mean, we can do that.
I know, but like, why is it so hard for everybody else? Like, why are all these teams folding? Why are players quitting? Why does this owner say that he's never once put a dime into this team? Like, what is going on with this league?
We should start an arena football. It can't be worse than this.
No, I mean, if we could start our own like backyard league and we'd have better management.
I remember that Knoxville had a semi-pro indoor football team for like 2 years. I think back when we were like in middle school or high school. It wasn't like an AFL. It was like IP, like Indoor Professional Football League or something like that. They were the Knoxville Nighthawks. I think they won 3 games in 2 seasons and folded.
Well,
So
Sounds
maybe
about
it's
par.
pretty hard to have one of these teams.
You got to win, and you got to have people going.
Apparently, that's pretty damn hard.
It's not like the NFL where you kind of like, I don't know, if you're 500, you're filling enough seats, and start of the season, everyone's going.
Oh yeah,
They need to find out
it's
if you suck or
football.
not.
We're god awful. I went.
can you repeat that, Chris, please? You were cutting out a little bit.
What?
Repeat what you just said. You were cutting out.
Hello? Awful. I would go to a couple games. Son of a bitch. All right. I said even when the Titans were god awful, I went to a couple games.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad. I hope it was worth it. That tidbit.
No, it wasn't.
All right.
Yeah, a little technical difficulties before we started, but we're all good.
Computer sucks.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
AFL is stupid, but
Yes.
Saturday is looking pretty good though. I'm just putting it out there.
I mean, if we're going to go.
Just
I
putting it out there.
mean, Saturday is a thing that could happen.
It could happen.
I'm down on it. Like, let's quit pussyfooting around this. Like, I'm down.
Okay,
We got to go to the cat food block.
I'm not fucking going to that.
Thon or what? We got to check it out.
I'm just wondering what that even looks like.
I imagine it's just like
A giant inflatable cat.
I could fuck with that. I wonder if like it's just I'm torn between it's just normal, like it's just like tents with booze and stuff. It's just like instead of Bud Light, it says Fancy Feast or wherever the hell it was, or it's like what Will said, and it's all cat stuff.
I kind of picture it being like some type of like homeless encampment, like downtown. Like they give away like free bottled water and like maybe a snack, and like
A bunch of bums meandering
and,
around,
and everyone, because they talk to each other. They're like, "Hey, up there, municipal auditorium, they're giving out free water," and they all like rush to the scene. So I don't know.
You see a bunch of homeless people just with like baseball caps with like cat ears, just roaming the streets of Nashville.
Well, that's what's funny about and this is going to be a good transition to the NHL. But when a Predators player scores a hat trick, they donate all of those hats to like the Nashville Mission.
Mhm.
So that's why, like, there was one game I went to where they gave away like visors, and like I don't remember who scored a hat trick, but all the visors just went on the ice. Like, I mean, they're cheap. They're like they're like $2 visors.
made of like,
So they were just
made of like
all
foam
on.
or something.
Well, I mean, they were like regular visors, but they were
Oh, okay.
not very well. But yeah, like the next week you went downtown, all those homeless people were in visors.
Are you fucking serious?
Yes,
Damn
I'm
it.
dead serious.
Sad, I missed that. That's hilarious.
They donate them to the Nashville Mission, so you can keep the sun out of their eyes because they're outside a lot. But
Yeah, a lot. Like all the time.
They're what you call outdoorsy.
They just like to hang out outside.
they
Oh,
they
God.
live off the land. if
That's what it is.
picking up what I'm putting down. But yeah, good transition to the NHL conference finals.
It started out as a good transition.
It started out as it, but we're on to hockey now.
Yes, we're on to hockey now. I have very little faith in the Oilers.
They're down
even
2
though
to 1 as we speak.
they're what?
It's 2 to 1 as we speak.
Already?
Dallas, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Dallas scored 2 like right off the jump.
Damn. Yeah. It's not looking good.
Let's talk about Florida and New York though, because this series does rock.
It's
Yes.
awesome, dude.
All the
This
things
series
I've
rocks.
seen tells me that this series rocks. Fucking wasn't there like didn't Truba like tried to hit someone with a flying elbow? I don't know if you guys saw that.
Wasn't that early, like game 1 or 2? Well, I guess we're only on game like 4, but still. I could be wrong. I thought it was like wasn't it early in the series?
Yeah, I mean,
But
there's
no,
only
yeah,
been 4 games so far.
that's what I'm saying. But
Mhm.
yeah,
So but yeah, it was the most like I'm going to hit you with my elbow type shit.
yeah.
And like he got him. He didn't get all of them, but it was like, damn. That guy went out of his way to try to take this dude's head off. And like he only got a fine, which is absurd. But
It's playoff hockey, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some blood on the ice.
Yeah. The I think like the OT goal from yesterday's game, is that Marchment? I don't remember. Oh, it was Sam Reinhart. Dude, that goal was he had all of it on that goal. He hit that puck with every inch of that stick. That was a laser beam. And like Alexis Lafreniere scored an amazing fucking goal on one of these games. That was just like the silkiest shit I've ever seen. It was crazy. I need to actually watch these games. Yes, Chris?
You haven't been watching?
I just texted you guys the slow-mo of the Truba elbow. If you want to check it out.
Let's get it.
He was like I saw when this happened that like there were people like defending him, like PK Subban. There was like he's not a dirty player, and it was like that's pretty dirty.
He's a dirty player.
He is it's like if Truba's known for really one thing, he's kind of not like an angel. He's definitely not an angel about when he steps on the ice, but yeah, he's definitely not like Brad Marchand.
Yeah, he's not
like filth, but he's not clean, really.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like game 1 of their last series with Carolina, I remember it being game 1. He literally jumped both skates off the ice, lunged towards I think it was Teravainen or Svechnikov, one of those dudes, and tried to elbow him and put him in the boards. It was like, and he missed him.
Yeah.
And as soon as he misses him, he's going face first into the boards. Like he has launched himself through the air into the boards because
I know exactly which clip you're talking about, because he like in the clip it just shows Teravainen like on the boards, and then out of nowhere, like at a like hardcore punk show, you see this guy just like Supermaning across the just across the frame, and you're just like, oh my god, like chill out.
Yeah, he's trying to injure people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
But
can't do that.
I think the Oilers. I think it could go. I think this series has the potential to go to 7. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
The since last week when we said, the word on the street is Connor McDavid has a broken hand. He scored 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole like he's not really shooting thing is like kind of. I mean, they lost both those games, but
Mm-hmm.
I think he's still. I think he's still willing to put his body on the line for a cup. And you know what? I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I think this series does have the potential to go to 7. I think they could, if they could come back from this 2. They're only down 1 right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see when this releases, though. If I'm right, get the series tied up.
Yeah. I think it has the potential to. It's just the more I've just been thinking about it, the more it's like Dallas just has everything. And there's more things wrong with Edmonton than they can overcome, I think, me personally. Uh like I mean they're paying Darnell Nurse on right D $9 million. Uh and that guy's a bum. He can't do nothing. Um he had one really good year, got paid, and now he's a bum. So, um, and Edmonton doesn't have a goalie. Like it's just like there's more things wrong with Edmonton that there is right things with Dallas, I guess. Not that,
That's saying a lot because there
yeah,
are a lot of things right with Dallas.
yeah, not that Edmonton hasn't played well up until this point. It's just like Dallas just has a whole lot more. It's it's crazy. They've just been drafting really, really well, and they're fucking stacked. They're deep. That's a scary team. I think Dallas is
Yeah.
going to win it all, but
Yeah. I mean, they were in the cup final in 2020 in the bubble year. Were they?
yes, they lost to Tampa.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. Because I got confused because like the the Canadians like ended up winning the West like the next year
Yeah.
because of the division realignment. But I was thinking that could have been the bubble for like some strange reason, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy how well they've drafted even after being in the cup final like 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. We are back. I had to take a short little break. Um, not for y'all because that's not how this works. We had to take a break because we're experiencing some technical difficulties. So now Chris is next to Sean, and
Hello.
I don't I don't know how this is going to look, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, baby. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay.
As long as this is how committed we are, obviously.
Yeah.
We're willing
Yeah.
to sit next to each other.
We'll do anything for the people. 3 for the Money is a people's podcast.
Yep.
Okay. We'll probably not do too much after this, but just some light NFL news. I think JC Latham was sometime last week. Titans' new offensive lineman was having a rough time with legendary offensive lineman coaches Bill Callahan's his tool,
His
which is a thing
creation.
yes, his creation, Big Bertha, which is a thing that you push.
Is that seriously its name?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the thing's name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it is about. Yeah, I think he said it's like 380. That's how much it weighs. And apparently last week or the week before he was having a tough time with it, and now he's like mastered it, like
Oh.
a master. And now he's even coaching the other offensive linemen. or coaching, helping out, giving tips and such, like a good teammate, the Trench King. So yeah, that happened. A little sex tape of Will Levis happened.
Oh,
What
okay.
else
We're
happened?
talking about that.
We got to talk about that. And
I wasn't going to talk about it at length, but like his.
you mean Will
like
Levis's length?
Yeah. The
That's
length of his.
That's my quarterback. I want y'all to put that is my quarterback, dog.
Damn straight.
Yes. You see his wiener. Nice cock.
It's pretty good. It's good.
Good for him. Good for him.
He might just be able to have everything.
He might.
Yeah.
If he gets a Super Bowl, he will have everything.
Yeah. So good for him. I haven't seen it or anything. Let's see what else.
No need to lie.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
The whole.
I got distracted.
Will stopped
halfway through.
4 seconds in.
Oh, some guy's wiener. I'm looking on ESPN right now, and I think I'm seeing the Broncos kicker Brandon McManus
That's the
accused of
Jags
sexual
kicker. The Jags
accused of
kicker.
sexual
He is.
assault.
Yep. Well, if you live in Jacksonville, I mean,
It's bound to happen eventually.
It is bound to happen. But also, and there's a lot of trouble with these kickers lately.
Seriously.
Like,
Yeah.
we'll wait for next week for the Justin Tucker news to release, and then really there might be a problem if some Justin Tucker news.
That guy's awesome.
He is awesome.
I saw a video of him the other day, like singing opera, like at some
Oh,
banquet.
I saw that too. But
He can do everything. Talk about another guy who has it all.
yeah,
He might have a big piece too. I don't know.
Probably.
I
He's probably been in Baltimore long enough.
don't think that's how it works, but okay.
I know that he's been in a number of fried chicken commercials for a regional Baltimore fried chicken restaurant.
So are you saying
are the two correlated?
he has to have a big penis to do that, or that's what makes his penis big?
Whatever you think. I'm not saying
I don't know what to think. I'm asking you.
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
What the fuck is happening?
I think the word out of the Bears camp is Caleb Williams kind of stinks.
No.
Oh, the sky is blue.
A Bears quarterback sucks.
Yeah.
The NFL as we know it is dead.
I mean, I'm just putting it out there. I'm not.
I mean,
No, I know. I'm not surprised.
I like when he got drafted and he started doing like the, like the like thing. It was like, why has nobody ever thought of this? And it's like, that's literally Baylor's like stick 'em thing. It's like, but
they were also the
NFL
Bears.
community has been like, what is this revelation? How
come no one ever thought of this?
Whoever thought to make a bear paw with their hand?
They've been around for 100 years. No one's ever been like.
No, it's.
You got it. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah. You're genius.
I did see a thing that like some Bears fan was talking shit about Will Levis's sex tape getting leaked, and then one of the Titans Twitter people were like, "Wait till your quarterback's sex tape gets leaked. It's gonna be with a guy."
Yeah. But I thought that was
not that there's anything wrong with
of course.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but objectively, it is funny. It is funnier.
Yes,
it is funnier. But
yeah.
But yeah, that was a top Twitter moment
That's hilarious.
of the past week or so, I think. What was did you see what else McManus was like charged with other than just sexual assault?
Was there more?
Let me click on the link. NFL kicker Brandon McManus accused of sexual assault in lawsuit. Oh, there's 2 women suing the kicker and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, sexually assaulted them during the team's overseas flight to London last year. 2 stewardesses.
That's gonna be like a
It was like just like no other players.
I'm not seeing any other players.
Okay, I was curious.
A little weird, but okay. That's a long flight too.
Yeah. The Jags did not re-sign McManus this offseason, but McManus did sign a 1-year contract with the Commanders, with the Commanders. So yeah. I mean, that's really it.
Suddenly, Russell Wilson doing lunges up and down the aisle on his flight to London doesn't look so bad.
It doesn't look so bad. In hindsight,
It's the second worst thing you can do on a flight to London.
yeah. Man, forgot about that one. Yikes.
Yeah, a lot of just, voluntary OTA stuff, people overreacting. Why isn't this guy coming to OTAs? He's a leader. He's like he's got things to do.
Well, do you have anyone specifically?
I think D-Hop hasn't been to voluntary OTAs. It's like that guy's like 32. He's got like 1 billion balls. Like he can kind of do whatever he wants.
He's done with the practice part of football. Like just roll him out there on Sundays, let him ball.
Yeah. It seems like T. Higgin and Jamar Chase aren't going to OTAs.
Well, T. Higgins is pretty pissed off. I don't think he really wants to be there anymore. That makes sense. Like D-Hop also makes sense because he's, 1 million years old. And he's been to 1 million of these training camps.
He's still awesome though.
Oh, no, yes.
Didn't say he wasn't.
Yeah. Let's see. Stetson Bennett of the Rams, quotations, missed all of last year for mental health reasons. He probably wouldn't have played anyway.
No, but he wasn't even like with he left the team, like he never went to practice or anything.
Okay.
But real quick, going back to the D-Hop being 1 million years old. So Sean just turned 30. We established that, correct?
Yeah.
D-Hop. I don't know if you can see that.
He's 31.
He's 31 years old.
That's 31. It says 31.
It's backwards.
But he's got to turn 32 this year at least.
He has to.
He's 1 billion. 1 year old.
When is his birthday? When is his date of birth?
Hold on.
Tell me his birthday right now.
June 6th.
He is 1 million years old. He turns 32 next week. Next week. 1 million years old.
I thought that was he said 1 million. I was like, I didn't know he was 31. I knew he was like low 30s. I was like, that'll be a funny.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought he was like 34.
Yeah, I did too. That's
I thought he was also.
But it said 31.
34.
I was like, oh, that's even funnier.
Yeah. I feel better that he's turning 32, I guess.
It's 31 and 3/4.
He's not even 3/4. He's like 31.98. Like
You can call him 32
next week. June 6th. Will the next episode release? Yes, the next episode will release on DeAndre Hopkins' birthday.
Well, there we go. We
next
gotta
week.
have a party.
Yeah. Happy birthday next week. Tune in.
For the Diop birthday
Tune in
party.
for
Maybe
another
he'll show
exciting
up.
episode.
He might be there. Who knows?
Yeah.
He
We
might
know he
be.
loves the pod.
He might. We don't know for sure.
You gonna reach out?
I might. Yeah.
Okay, reach out.
Send his assistant an email.
We'll see.
Does he want to come on our podcast?
D-Hop, come on the pod real quick. That'd be great.
People love D-Hop.
It's just us.
We wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Like, so you like playing football?
Like so how many touchdowns do you have? Y'all can look that up. Like,
What'd you think of the Will Levis sex tape?
So you were in Houston for a while. Pretty good friends with Deshaun Watson, right?
did you do it?
Did you see his wiener?
So
did it?
D-Hop, where were you on September 11th?
He was in fourth grade because I was in second. And he's 2 years older than I am.
Oh my god.
This cannot be a regular thing. We get silly sitting next to each other.
Yeah. Another thing, Texans fans have been kind of talking shit.
They have one good season.
Yeah. Mainly about their quarterback, but a little less than that is they think they have the best 3 wide receivers in the division with Diggs, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell. I mean, Diggs and Collins are very good.
I mean, they just signed Nico for like $72 million for like 3 years.
It's also not exactly like to say best in the division.
It's not
It's not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
the
think
Jags
we're better.
have maybe.
We're definitely older. We have got more experience.
Yeah. More wisdom.
Yeah. But
I
mean,
I don't know if we're better, honestly.
I don't know. It's yet to be seen.
It wouldn't shock me if they outperformed them this year, but I wouldn't say going in that we are better.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that Will Levis is the oldest starting quarterback in our division?
Yeah, because everyone else is. I mean, has what's his name? CJ Stroud even turned like 21 yet?
He's 20. I think he turns 22 before the start of the season.
I remember Deshaun Watson turned 22 on a Monday Night Football game, and he threw for like 4 touchdowns and like 380 yards.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a tweet like that saying that on his 21st birthday, and I quote tweeted, said, "Awesome. On my 21st birthday, I'm going to have 1 billion beers and pass out in the backyard." We are the same.
On my 21st birthday, I got lost in the woods at hiking. We got lost at what's that one park? It doesn't matter. I don't remember. But yeah, I got lost in the woods. We are the same. Me and
How long were you lost for?
like 3 hours.
Oh my god!
It was pretty
Just by
scary.
yourself?
No, we were with a group of people, but we did not know where to go. And all we had to do was just follow the trail. But we just went off it.
Were you drunk?
No.
Did you get drunk later?
No.
Ah,
That's the sad part.
Damn shame.
My
Damn.
21st sucked because we went on this like hiking. It was where Justice got married, Will.
oh, okay.
What was that? What's that park called?
I don't know.
Okay.
Can't remember.
Whatever.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
We were there for like 10 minutes.
But yeah, we were there and like we were on the way home after it was dark. We were on the way home and I was like, so we hit in the bar and everybody was like, I don't think so. And I was like, fuck.
Loser.
So, but I eventually was like, we have to get one drink. I have to buy one drink today.
Yes.
And then they were like, fine. Sucked.
Terrible friends.
But yeah, football.
Fuck them. Football.
I'm itching for it,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
It's getting to that part of the year.
I'm itching for it.
I think we're less than 100 days away.
We are exactly 100 days.
Hell yeah.
Well, when this releases, will be less than 100 days.
Even better.
But yeah, we are 100 days from the NFL season.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Man,
boys.
It's gonna be the same old shit, but whatever.
You want to talk
We'll
about
make it.
you want to talk about the WNBA real quick?
I have nothing to
Are we-
add, so I
are we
will let
talking
you do
about-
that.
Are we talking about Cameron Brink?
We can, but I just want, before we talk about Cameron Brink, I want to say
Okay.
women are making the WNBA just awful. They are ruining the WNBA.
Okay.
I would like
that's where
for
they
you
play
to.
basketball.
I would like for you to
The women
expand on
who are
that.
playing are doing nothing wrong. It's
Okay.
every woman who has never seen the WNBA who's now trying to be a fan. It's ruining
I see.
they're ruining this league. So, who's that lady on The View? Who was
Whoopi
it?
Goldberg?
No, I don't know their names.
Oh.
This lady on The View and
Super
Jamel
Bowl.
Hill are like declaring war on Caitlin Clark because she's straight and white. Like that's the only reason she's the face of the league, because she's a straight white, like attractive female. And it's like, yeah, it's nothing to do. She's arguably the best women's college basketball player of all time. But and then I saw this one tweet. There's a foul. It was Angel Reese and someone, I forget who it was, but Angel Reese got fouled like pretty hard, and let me pull up the tweet. I have it bookmarked. Some lady who got on her soapbox about some social justice thing. Yeah, so, this is like not like a sports reporter, just some random person on Twitter. Unpopular opinion: Alyssa Thomas throwing Angel Reese down to the court is exactly how older Black women treat younger Black women in many industries, both professional and personal. It's not tough love; it's envy. It was a hard foul. Why does everything have to be? It's sports, guys. Like and it's all the only people. It's just all women who I don't think have ever watched the I'm not saying I watch it, but I'm saying you can tell these people have never watched the WNBA whatsoever by how they're talking about it, and it's all women. So women are ruining the WNBA.
Okay.
My 2 cents.
All right.
I don't know if I can really. I don't know if I have a response to that.
Because it's a sound argument.
Yeah.
I've seen something
sure.
like that people are not happy that Caitlin Clark is the face, but like she is because she's a very good player.
It's like, okay, who do you want to be the face then? Because
Name
whoever you've
another
had,
player.
An international drug smuggler?
whoever you have used in the past as the face has not worked. So I don't get it.
I mean, this WNBA class is probably the strongest
Oh, yeah.
like class that has come out of the WNBA.
Definitely
maybe
popular.
ever.
Definitely the most popular.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
Definitely
and it's
definitely the most popular ever.
and honestly, it's pretty much all because of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. I mean, and her like opponents, like with Angel Reese and
Oh yeah, I mean they are
Brink and-
very good.
Yeah,
But if
they are good. But
if
like,
Caitlin Clark wasn't in that class, I don't think they would be. They'd be like, oh yeah, they're good players. I'm never going to watch a second,
Yeah.
but they're good.
Because women only live to bring other women down.
Okay.
not
That's it.
wrong.
I mean, you're not.
Socially, that is a written Seinfeld episode. Like that is a, like women, like, talk behind each other's back. That was so bad. So sorry.
I was just kind of half joking when I said women are ruining the league.
Well,
That's kind of gone off the rails a little.
I don't. Yikes. You didn't sound like you were joking, but okay.
When I said women are ruining the WNBA, it was kind of tongue in cheek.
Okay. He said the women are ruining the WNBA. I was like, should the men play in the WNBA? That's what I thought initially. I was like, where is he going with this?
I should bring in LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Let's bring in Bron.
I saw a tweet. It might have been quoted on that tweet I just said, but someone was like, the WNBA was so much better when men were watching. So that's kind of what inspired that.
I mean, for the WNBA, we'll let the fan decide. So, I don't know. I think the WNBA is getting a lot of traction right now with this class and especially Caitlin Clark. So there are a lot more eyes on the WNBA by men and women, but I think that they are being more this year is being more criticized by both.
It got to the point where it was being like heavily criticized and it's like, oh, they made it. They're getting like NBA level hate.
Yeah.
But now it's just like,
that's what you want, though.
Yeah, I know, but like some of the things they're saying, what are we talking about?
Yes. I get it.
So yeah.
I get it. We didn't mean to turn this into a misogynistic hellhole that we dug ourselves into, but somehow we got here, and I apologize if any.
I stand by my original statement.
What I said was a bit extreme.
I stand by my statement.
And I think you're right. But yeah, is that it?
For the dub? Yeah. That's what we call it.
The
People who watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All they do is win, obviously.
Someone wins a game.
Do y'all remember? I don't know if this was ever true. I think I just heard someone say on ESPN one time. But back in the bubble, the WNBA had their own bubble.
They did?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? But I heard someone on ESPN call it the wubble.
A wubble?
Yeah. I was like, God, that's so stupid, but I hope that's what they're actually calling it.
Oh. Now we go live to the wubble on ESPN 8.
It's like a speech impediment. Go live to the wubble.
We go live to the wubble and we see Brittany Iguana.
Okay. All right. I think we've beaten this dead horse enough.
I think we've covered all the offensive bases that we could have.
Yes.
Honestly.
I'm gonna take it from here and end it. All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We really appreciate it. Even if there were some technical difficulties, check out the bio. There is a link to the Trendscenter app, 2-week free trial. Fantastic tool for gamblers. We use it basically every day. Follow us on everything, link in the bio. And yeah, I think we'll see you next time. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Woo!
R.I.P. Bill Walton.
Oh, yes.
The homie.
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
I'm just trying to get it in.
I know. We're gonna end it. But I saw that video of him commentating that baseball game, like his first one, and he was like, "This is a job."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is so cool.
This guy rocks.
This guy rocks."
He's real.
He's a real G.